So, you want to know how to get rid of chest acne? Well, let me help you. This is what my chest looked like back in March of 2023. Plenty of bumps and breakouts. Fast forward to February of 2024, after I took some active steps to clear it up. You can see that some of the bumps are gone, but there's still a bit of scarring. Now here's my chest from August up until now. It took about a year to get to this point, and as you can see, I'm completely bump free, and most of the scarring is gone too. Well, I'm going to help you get to this point, and I'll show you exactly how I did it. This video is divided into 3 parts based on the 3 products that made the biggest difference for me. We'll start with benzoyl peroxide. Let's dive in. My number 1 recommendation for getting rid of chest acne is to use benzoyl peroxide. Here's some great brands that I highly recommend buying. This is not sponsored at all, so you know this works. I personally use the brand Proactive Skin Smoothing Exfoliator. It only contains about 2.5% benzoyl peroxide, which works for my skin as it's not too harsh. This one is more expensive, costing at around $40. I've also used Peroxide. It's less expensive, costing about $10, and it's just as effective. This brand also has a variety of concentrations to choose from maximum strength 10% concentration to a lower concentration of about 4% strength. Typically, I'll take a cotton round, wet it, then rub it on my chest at least once a day to kill any bacteria and get rid of any dirt that may be lingering from the day. The key for me is consistency. I make sure not to miss a day with this product. However, everyone's skin is different. This routine works best for me, but I always recommend following the directions on the package to see what's right for you. Now, let's talk about the benefits of using an antimicrobial scrubber and why it's been such an important part of my routine. Personally, I use the Sud Scrub, and I can honestly say it's been a game changer for my skin. You can easily grab one on Amazon, and the best part is that they have a variety of options. So you don't need to stress too much about picking the perfect one. Just make sure it has antimicrobial properties and you're good to go. One of the biggest improvements I've noticed for my chest acne came from ditching the loofah. Loofahs tend to hold bacteria, and over time, you're basically just rubbing that bacteria back onto your skin with each use. This can be a huge contributor to breakouts, and I saw a noticeable worsening of my chest acne when I was using a loofah regularly. Even when I followed the directions and replaced the loofah every 30 days, the issue still remained. That's when I made the switch to an antimicrobial scrubber, which works to keep bacteria from being reapplied to your skin during every wash. The only minor downside I've come across is that it doesn't lather as well with bar soap, but switching to a liquid body wash has solved that problem completely, and now it works perfectly. Another important thing that I always do is make sure to clean the Sud Scrub itself. This is recommended by the creators because dirt, hair, and soap scum can get collected between the bristles and grip pattern over time. The directions say to apply dish soap to the Sud Scrub and use a toothbrush to gently scrub between the bristles, inside, and the back. Then rinse thoroughly with hot water to remove any stubborn dirt or stains. This is to be done every 3 weeks. But I wash it daily, before and after every use. I wash it with an antibacterial soap to keep it fresh and free of any lingering bacteria, using my fingers to get in between the cracks and crevices of the scrubber. Then I let it air dry. I do this step to ensure that I'm not accidentally transferring any bacteria back onto my skin during the next use. If you're a washcloth girly, one thing that's made the biggest difference for me was switching out my washcloth for a clean one after each shower. This helps to prevent rubbing any bacteria back onto your skin. which can be a major cause of breakouts. When you're using the same washcloth over and over again, it collects bacteria and dirt, and then you're just reintroducing all of that onto your skin during the next shower. Studies have shown that bacteria can multiply rapidly on damp towels or washcloths, so using a fresh one every time can really help reduce your chances of irritation and acne flare-ups. Now, I think this might sound kind of excessive because yes, it definitely means more laundry. For some people, washing a bunch of washcloths all the time just isn't practical, and that's totally understandable. That's actually why I usually stick to my antimicrobial scrubber. It's easier to clean and I don't have to worry about constantly grabbing a new washcloth. But I do still go back and forth between both, depending on what I feel like using that day. Just remember that if you are using washcloths, changing them out regularly can make a big difference in your skincare routine. The final product I use is the Skin Smart Antimicrobial Spray, and it's been a game changer for me. What's great about this spray is its versatility. You can also use it on your face, back, or anywhere else that might be dealing with breakouts, especially if you have sensitive skin. It's around $17, which might seem a bit steep, but trust me, it's worth it. One bottle lasts forever. I've had mine since last year and I'm still using it. So even though it's a little pricey, the longevity and effectiveness makes it a solid investment. I highly recommend giving it a try. As for how I use it, I simply added it to my routine after any kind of exercise or outdoor activity. Whether I'm working out or just spending time inside, I spray it on my chest to kill off any bacteria that might be lingering. This small step has made a huge difference in keeping my chest acne under control. As always, thank you for watching. I hope this video helps you in some way. Please feel free to share what has and hasn't worked for you in the comments to help others.